Telltale Games was a studio that opened in 2004 and released some games, but the breakthrough came with The Walking Dead. In September 2018, the studio announced that they would be closing. This was due to lack of funding from their last investor. It came as a surprise for many people as it seemed that they were doing well. I started playing the game because of my interest in the TV series with the same name. There are some similarities between the game and the TV series, as they are both based on the same comic by Robert Kirkman and Tony Moore. I thought with the closure of the studio it would be a good time to review one of Telltale Games' most successful releases, starting with Season 1 of The Walking Dead. The game is decision-based, and all decisions that you make affect the direction that the story takes. There is no leveling. You just play through the storyline. In Season 1, they started out with the most logical way, introducing you to the main characters, and this starts with Lee, and shortly after you're introduced to Clementine. There are various scenes that you are placed in, and in Season 1 those are the pharmacy in Macon, the motel, the dairy farm, the train, the house, and the town of Savannah. Lee and Clem's objective becomes finding Clem's parents. There are many things that happen on their way, and you must choose the way the situation plays out. One downside that I experienced was I moved my PC box, the power had come out, and it wiped all of my saved files. This is slightly annoying because all the decisions that I made up to that point were erased and affected the last episode of the season, as the game automatically inputs default decisions. Now for a bit of a review on the gameplay itself. The controls can be a bit clumsy or clunky, I felt. I found it easier sometimes to use the arrow keys instead of WASD because of extra controls that are needed at different points and different situations in the game. Sometimes there is no decision that diffuses a tense situation, which is a bit frustrating, and the choices you make tend to make little sense in that situation itself. When you die, you have to go through the whole sequence again. It may take a few attempts to figure out what you need to do and to time it correctly. I will be 100% honest in that I had to look at a walkthrough once or twice only to figure out exactly what I needed to do in the situation. New characters are introduced, and trying to have genuine feelings towards them is strange because you don't really know them yet. So making a decision for someone that you don't really know anything about is quite difficult. The whole focus for Lee is to protect Clem and keep his promises to her.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee. Where are your parents?
They took a trip and left me with Sandra. They're in Savannah, I think. Where the boats are?
Are you safe?
I'm outside in my treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
See? Can you see me? I can see you through the window.
Time for some positives. You always get a brief overview of the scene that you are in and what you will need to get through that part. even if it means looking at a walkthrough to get an idea of what exactly that is. The thinking is that because this is an animated game, you wouldn't get the same gruesome feel that you were hoping for, and you would be wrong. The episodes are also quite long, so it feels like you're getting value for your money. There are also quite a few jump scares in there, which you would expect with a zombie game, and the game pulls you in and has you feeling all the feelings, even some tears at some point, if you have a heart. All in all, this is a good game and I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to playing through all the seasons that are
Better not
available
fucking hurt
and
her.
providing a review
Swear.
for them. I would give this season 1 of The Walking Dead an 8 out of 10.